This is Andre Banks coming today from Banks Credit Chat discussing synthetic identity fraud. And essentially it's the CPN numbers that there's still people out there. I just saw another video, Guru still promoting these CPN numbers. For those who are not aware, a CPN number is a credit privacy number. It tells to take place and because of your social security number. And essentially if you have bad credit, these gurus will try to sell you these CPN numbers in order for you to circumvent the typical standard of doing the hard work and paying your bills on time and using your social security and fixing your credit over time. They're selling you a quick fix to get out of that, and which they'll take part. And again, how this works is that they'll take part. And again, I'm not promoting this in any form or fashion. They take some part of real stuff about you, your name, your address, and that aspect, assign you this particular number, which is supposed to be digitally created, that the social security number hasn't used yet, and that with some other information that's applied to you, then you will get this number. You're paying for this. One, it's fraud. That's the first thing. It's a felony. It's a fraud. And if you're caught lying on the application, it will be subject to the penalties. But the idea of it, it's how much they're still charging in this day and age with the hope that a creditor may not look at your social security number when you're applying for the application is still really foolish, because now creditors are becoming much more stricter because of the economic climate that we're in, especially with inflation being as high as it is. They're paying more attention in all the not only the drawbacks as well as the drawbacks. And what I'm meaning here is that the default rates are just skyrocketing, and that's across the board with everything from credit cards to auto loans to even mortgages. They're creeping up. People are not making the payments. So with that being said, these fake gurus, I say, they're still trying to sell you these CPN numbers. It's just not worth your time. It's better to do the right thing and fix your credit the old-fashioned way, where you repair it. And if they're, where you take the time and find out who the creditors are and make arrangements to pay those debts back, and over time you'll build your credit score. The CPN way of doing this might have flied in the past, but I'm seeing it much more. It's just something that should never really been that popular, but it has been in just the world we live in. And if you're still trying to buy these from these fake gurus, I would encourage you not to. One, it's just a fraud in itself, and even though they're claiming that it can do so many different things, some people, again, people do get away with certain things. But if they do find out, and if you do get away with it for the first time, and you're able to obtain credit, it's not a practice that you want to continue doing. So be careful for these synthetic identity frauds. And I use that term because that's just the way to describe it. And these credit privacy numbers and taking in place of your social security number is just a no-no in general. If they find you on any application that you're lying and that you lied about these particular number, you're lying about any part of that, especially with that, it is illegal and it is fraud. So whatever these fake gurus are, and I know everyone's tempted, especially when the term we used to call it was when your ribs are touching you. You need an outlet, you need access to credit. Unfortunately, that is not the way to go. Do the hard work, pay the costs, and build your credit over time. They do even have programs for individuals who have marginal credit or bad credit in general. Of course, the APR will be higher, but at least you're doing it legitimately and not having to worry about fraud or anything alerting any legal authorities. So stay away from CPN numbers, and again, they shouldn't be used. And if you follow any guru that says they, claiming this and how this is going to be the best thing, especially in this day and age where, people are getting denied from, default rates up, inflation is high, stay away from them as a whole. If this video has been any value to you, please subscribe, leave some comments. Until my next video for Banks Credit Chat, I'm out.